Queen Nefertari was one of the most prominent and well-documented queens of ancient Egypt, renowned for her beauty, intelligence, and influential role during the reign of her husband, Pharaoh Ramses II, also known as Ramses the Great. Living during the 19th dynasty of the New Kingdom period, circa 1295 to 1255 BCE, Nefertari held the esteemed title of Great Royal Wife, indicating her position as the principal queen among Ramses II's many wives. Background and name: Nefertari's full name, Nefertari Meritmut, translates to beautiful companion, beloved of Mut. The goddess Mut was a mother goddess in the Egyptian pantheon, suggesting Nefertari's association with divine motherhood and femininity. Despite her prominence, little is known about her origins or family background, which is somewhat unusual for a queen of her stature. There are no definitive records of her parents or her life before marriage. Marriage to Ramses II. Nefertari married Ramses II before he ascended the throne, and their union was both a personal and political alliance. Ramses II held Nefertari in high regard, as evidenced by the numerous monuments, temples, and statues he dedicated to her. She bore him at least 6 children, including 4 sons and 2 daughters, further solidifying her importance in the royal lineage. Role and influence: as Great Royal Wife, Nefertari played a significant role in both domestic and foreign affairs. Diplomatic relations: she is believed to have corresponded with other royal families and queens, particularly those of the Hittite Empire, fostering peaceful relations after years of conflict. Letters attributed to her have been found, indicating her active participation in diplomacy. Religious duties: Nefertari was deeply involved in religious activities, often depicted participating in ceremonies and rituals. She was associated with goddesses like Hathor and Isis, reinforcing her divine status. Cultural patronage: her influence extended to arts and literature. She was literate, a rarity for women at the time, and is thought to have been educated in hieroglyphics, which was typically reserved for scribes and priests. Architectural legacies: one of the most enduring testaments to Nefertari's significance is the architectural marvels commissioned in her honor. Temple of Hathor at Abu Simbel. Ramses II built this smaller temple adjacent to his own great temple. The Temple of Hathor is uniquely dedicated to both the goddess Hathor and Nefertari herself. The facade features colossal statues of both Ramses II and Nefertari of equal size, an unusual depiction that underscores her esteemed position. Tomb QV 66 in the Valley of the Queens, discovered in 1904 by Italian archaeologist Ernesto Schiarelli. Nefertari's tomb is one of the largest and most exquisitely decorated in the valley. The walls are adorned with vibrant paintings illustrating her journey through the afterlife, as described in the Book of the Dead. The artwork is celebrated for its exceptional quality and preservation. Artistic depictions: Nefertari is frequently portrayed in Egyptian art. Equality in imagery: in statues and carvings, she is often depicted at the same scale as Ramses II, which is a significant departure from the traditional portrayal of queens being smaller than pharaohs. Iconography: she is shown wearing elaborate crowns and garments, symbolizing her royal and divine status. Common motifs include the vulture headdress, the solar disk, and cow horns associated with goddess Hathor. Death and legacy: the exact date of Nefertari's death is unknown, but it is believed she died in the 24th year of Ramses II's reign. Her legacy endured long after her death. Cultural impact: Nefertari became a symbol of beauty and grace in Egyptian culture. Her depictions set a standard for queenly representation in art and iconography. Modern discoveries: restoration efforts in the late 20th century, particularly by the Getty Conservation Institute, have preserved her tomb for future generations. The tomb was reopened to limited public visitation to prevent damage from humidity and carbon dioxide. Recent research and findings. Artifacts: various artifacts believed to belong to Nefertari, such as fragments of her jewelry and personal items, have been discovered and are housed in museums like the Egyptian Museum in Turin and the British Museum. Mummy identification: while her mummy has not been definitively identified, in 2021, a study suggested that a pair of mummified legs found in her tomb might belong to Nefertari, based on forensic and archaeological analysis. Please share, like, and subscribe. Oran Z.